And so I basically started on my reading saying like something like, this is going to be a strange reading or this is going to be a weird reading. So either every reading is really weird or none of them are weird. That being said, I think this one will be especially weird because this is the third time I pulled this card on this channel and I don't even really have enough views for that to be a thing yet. So I kind of feel like whoever is getting this reading, whoever is seeing this, this is a very special reading, actually. It actually is. The High Priestess is the first card that comes out here. Someone who's really like, the desert is the first card, obviously. Now, I've done a few readings on this channel, like I just said. So if you want to recap on the desert's not fun. It's a bad time. You're having a pretty bad time right now. It's not like yay, you know. The High Priestess though is like, you know, you're doing it. It's not like you're having fun, but it's something to learning. The whole meaning of pain, in fact, is like some kind of lesson in the universe or something. Queen of Cups. You gaining some kind of, you know, empathy. Maybe you've come from a place where maybe you didn't have a lot of empathy. Maybe you didn't care about a lot of people before. Maybe you were kind of one of those self-centered people who didn't know you were self-centered because, I mean, maybe you didn't know what you didn't know. You don't know what you don't know. You're going through this High Priestess, the Queen of Cups, gaining some emotional maturity. The Page of Cups, really emotional reading. Okay, right? You're learning to actually be with your emotions authentically. It's not weird that it seemed like, and this also weird that if you follow my other page, Psyche Blossom, link in the description, that this kind of follows the same vein as a video that, depending on when you see this, I'm about to put out or is out, about performative emotional maturity and toxic positivity. Seven of Pentacles. This is like a skill that will translate into your work life. This is something that like makes work easier. It's not happy. It's not fun. The desert. It's just not like you don't have a lot of money right now. You don't have a lot of like friends or support. You don't have a lot of time right now. You're not doing fun stuff. You're working your ass off. It's you're seeing the value in that. And that's what makes any of this meaningful to you, is some kind of level of enlightenment. The Lovers, really interesting card to pull here, especially as this is like a very introverted reading. Maybe the Lovers is telling you, and this is honestly being confusing, or it could be two different things. I'm busy. It could be two different things. It could be that you are in aligning with this energy within yourself. You're aligning a person coming into your sphere, or it's a thing that you're, like I said in a lot of my videos, it's like you're learning to have like a self-love that may, you know, is kind of like coming to like a romantic level, level of interdependence, or independence and interdependence kind of interwoven. You're able to express your emotional vulnerability and sit with yourself. Like I said with the Page of Cups, you're finally on your own side, and it's a new thing. So that could be what the Lovers is. You're coming into yourself as a lover for the first time. Page of Pentacles. Like this is very, like I said, this is a really good one. So you got the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the High Priestess, and the Lovers. It's like very, very, very powerful cards. Page of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. It's like this ending, beginning, these things, this new way. It's a new way of looking at a thing that you're going through, like the desert. The desert hasn't changed. It's like a thing. If you look at it thematically, especially as how this page goes, the desert is a recurring thing. The desert keeps going. You think about Moses, right? What is that? What is it? Moses is on his way to the promised land, and he's got to get all these people through the desert. And the desert is, like I said in my previous readings, a place of scarcity, a place of testing your faith. This is where Jesus goes to be tempted by the devil. Hello, Ace of Cups. Jesus, it just so happens Jesus comes up in this reading, and the high priestess. It's like you're learning to like materialize, or like you're going through this agonizing time, right? Which Jesus, if you believe in Jesus, whether or not you believe in Jesus, Jesus was one of the people who went through the most pain of any human, real or imagined, if you don't believe in him. Uh, but it was like a spiritual power. He was an ascended master. He rose from the dead. He conquered death. Three of Pentacles is my last card I'm pulling out. It's like some solidarity in yourself. Maybe this is attracting a lover, but it's like you wouldn't even need it. It's like you want it maybe, but it's not something you need anymore. You're no longer codependent. You're no longer tossed and thrown by your emotions. You're no longer avoidant of your emotions either. You're not cut off from yourself. You're not self erasing to please the masses. You're not pretending to be something you're not. You're not putting on the fake facade of spirituality and pretending to be happy and oh namaste. You're doing the real shadow work, the nitty gritty. You're in the desert. You've been in the desert for a long time, and is coming into this time of like, yeah, you're not happy, but you're at peace with yourself. You're on your own side. You're experiencing your emotions authentically, and you're giving yourself grace to experience these emotions. You're understanding that this pain is actually a way of teaching you where you're at and showing you like where you need to go and the growth you still need to do, the work you still need to do, instead of something that is an obstacle that is stopping you from getting to where you're at. It is actually like the sword that is like the weapon that will take you there. Like, and you're learning that every new challenge is just a new way of cultivating, in a sense of like cultivating that weapon to go forward. And then each new challenge is a way to like use your new weapon. It's kind of like when you're playing a video game and you level up, and you learn a new move, and you're like, oh, now I can beat this boss now, or like, or you encounter an old enemy, and now suddenly a old enemy that like you used to like really be challenged with, it goes down in one swing now that you've got this new weapon, this new technique online. And that's kind of what it's like. Nothing has changed yet except you have changed. And so you're realizing that that mindset shift is actually the vehicle that will actually change your life. And so yeah, follow me for more on that. It feels like it's a journey, and I'm gonna be on there. I'm gonna be there with you. Subscribe to this page. I don't know why I'm not getting views. This third time's the charm, they say. The desert. Fucking desert. 3 times. That's it. Fuck.